Every single one of us in the leadership field has at some point been part of the debate, are leaders born or are they created? Now, I don't know where you sit on either side of that, but what I want you to know is this, that back in the early 2000s, I was writing my thesis on the intersection of quantum physics, metaphysics, and psychology. And during that time, I had the enormous good fortune of being introduced by a very good friend of mine to Dr. Bruce Lipton. You may be familiar with his work. He is one of the leading authorities on epigenetics. Up until that point, we had believed in the primacy of DNA, meaning that we, leaders, are determined by our DNA. We, humans, are determined by our DNA, meaning that who we are and who we become is completely built into every cell of our being. That's what we believed. Bruce's work proved that absolutely wrong, and here's how. What he showed was that the DNA of a cell is determined by the environment of that cell, not the DNA. Therefore, the collective that makes up you and me, the trillions and trillions of cells that we are, is determined by the environment that we put ourselves in, the environment that we have ourselves marinated. This is a new leadership skill. And you're thinking, well, why am I talking about epigenetics? And here's why. The new leadership skill is this. If you are going to lead today and tomorrow, you have to understand that you must create a community. You have to create an environment that your people are going to marinate in. You need to think of each one of the people who work with you as cells that sit in the environment, the culture of your organization. And you as the leader get to facilitate that in the best possible way. Therefore, if your people are sitting in a milieu, if they're in the environment, if they're in the community, and that community is micromanaging, it's dictatorial, it's all the things that are unhealthy, it's not empathetic, it's not compassionate, all the things that don't make for the best of the best to come out in a person, you will never bring that out, even if it's within the DNA of that human being. They will never get to flourish in that environment. Your job as a leader is to help the very best of who they are come forward, to bring the very best of their psychological, emotional, and even physiological DNA into flourishment. So here's my challenge to you, to stay curious, my friend, stay curious about the environment that you are creating. What is the epigenetics of your culture that is determining the DNA, meaning every single person inside of your environment, and is it facilitating them becoming their very best? My name is Dov Brown. I'm the founder of FullMontyLeadership.com. Stay curious, my friend. Stay curious about how you could create a better environment, how you could build an environment that facilitates the very best in each one of your people. If you want to understand how to create a purpose-driven culture that facilitates the best of the best in your people, reach out to me at FullMontyLeadership.com/consulting. I'm out.